The next morning, Lance came down the steps with a spring in his steps. He wasn't feeling quite so bad, but he immediately, first thing he said was to apologize to Violet. He said, "I can't tell you how sorry I am that I offended you. I didn't think of you, and I was wrong." And Violet, for her part, she simply said, "I'll get over it." She wasn't gonna say that what do you call it, sugarcoat it. She said, I'll get over it. Nice you got to see your mountains." And then she said, "But what'll help me is to get over it is when you wear your shirt and with the sleeves that I've repaired. I hope you like them, and when you wear them, you'll see what I mean." And she had it wrapped up in some paper, and she got it out. And what she'd done is she'd gone and got scraps, or remnants I should call them, of material that she had, the brightest that she could find, a bright orange, bright yellow, and she had sewn them. She'd taken the sleeve off, both sleeves actually off, and she'd sewn them around. Well, it wasn't a spiral. She'd sewn them in strips, so it sort of went orange and yellow and red and orange, yellow and red, and she had more stuff on there too. I'm making it simple. She just made it the showiest thing she could with the material that she had. Her point was double. It was to make sure that he was visible. That was why they got the red shirt in the first place, so that he'd be safe. And also, she wanted to make sure he didn't forget. In a sense, she wasn't vindictive, but she wanted to make sure he didn't forget. She'd taken, her sewing machine was such that she could sew writing with it, and she'd sewn on both sleeves, "Think of others. Think of others." You know, might have maybe seemed a little bit harsh, but she was a craftsman. This was her craft, and she was making a statement. And the shirt really was something to see. Well, Lance amazed them both, because as soon as he saw it, he said, "I love it. It's great. Thank you so much. Now, when I ride my bike, I can say I'm wearing the colors of a lady, just like in the Middle Ages, like a knight would have the colors of his lady. I've got the colors of Lady Violet." You know, they were amazed at that, because she wasn't even sure he'd be willing to wear it. But oh, he was excited about it. He said, "Absolutely." And so they had breakfast, and now he was feeling much better. He was proud of his shirt. And they said, "Well, we're going to set out. We're going to follow you. We're going to come about 2 hours after you. So take your time. We're going to take our time. I don't think you'll have any trouble getting there. The road is pretty level. There's no hills between here and the bay, and you just ride along and enjoy yourself. And then we'll catch up to you. We could meet either at the Deltaville Market. You'll go past that. When you leave Richland, just what you want to do is you want to go out of those 3 avenues in the east side. Don't take the north one. That's Nobel Avenue. Don't take the center one. That's Diderot. Take the one on the right, the southern one. That's Haber-Bosch. You ride out Haber-Bosch, and then once you get out of the city, just keep riding east, and pretty soon you're going to see signs for Deltaville, and just follow the signs to Deltaville. That way you'll go along the back roads, the goat trails. You won't have traffic. You should have a pretty nice and easy bike ride, and we'll come along behind. We'll check at the Deltaville Market just to make, because you'll go by there just to make sure that you're not there. But then we're going to head on to where you should stop if you get that far, and you will, at the Keg and Oyster. It's kind of like a little restaurant there, and if you'll just wait there, you're probably going to be thirsty and get something to eat. And, wait there, and we'll come along. So Lance said, "Great, you have a good ride too, and I can't thank you enough. And believe me, Violet, I'm never going to forget that I have offended you. I will think of others."